Hello, you're watching EarthSky, and I'm Deborah Byrd speaking to you live on July 7th. The July full moon is sometimes called the thunder moon or the hay moon, and there are lots of other names too. But in recent years, buck moon has emerged as the most popular name in North America for this month's full moon. And the crest of this July 2025 full moon will fall at 2037 UTC on July 10th. That's 3:37 p.m. Central Daylight Time on the 10th. For all of us on Earth, the moon will rise in the east near sunset that evening. Plus, the moon will rise near sunset and look almost full on the evenings of July 10th and 11th. And on the nights leading up to this full moon on July 8th and 9th, you can see the moon in the direction to the center of our Milky Way galaxy. More about that shortly, but first, why the name buck moon for the July full moon? Deer fawns are typically born in late spring to early summer, and their antlers start to grow really fast. They get noticeable around July. The antlers grow by as much as several inches per day during the bountiful summer months in the Northern Hemisphere. And that's why, to honor the deer, the July full moon carries the name buck moon. And unlike the moon at all other phases, full moons are visible all night. That's because, like Earth, the moon has a day side and a night side. And in order to look full to us, we have to see all of the moon's day side. So that can only happen when the moon is opposite the sun in space, as you see here. And you might know that all full moons have their own unique characteristics, typically relating to their paths across the sky. But here's something that's always true. The full moon is opposite the sun. So the full moon's path always mimics the sun's path from half a year ago or half a year from now. So for all of us on Earth, the July full moon follows the path of the January sun. And for us in the Northern Hemisphere, the January sun was a winter sun. It arced low across our sky. So we see this month's full moon riding low too. In fact, in most years for the Northern Hemisphere, the path across the sky of July's full moon is lower than any other. That's with the exception of the path of the June full moon, which is opposite the December solstice sun. And by the way, even north of the Arctic Circle, the July full moon follows the path of the low January sun, like the sun you see here. This month's moon will appear above the Arctic horizon only briefly, or it'll never rise at all. Now let's talk about the whole Earth perspective. For all of us, the July full moon always lies in front of one of two constellations of the zodiac. Sometimes it's this one, the constellation Capricornus, the sea goat, which you can find if you go to a dark sky in the shape of an arrowhead. And in most years, though, the July full moon appears in the constellation next door to Capricornus. That's Sagittarius the Archer, which we know as a teapot. The 2025 full buck moon will glow in far eastern Sagittarius near the border of Capricornus. So it's kind of straddling these two constellations this year. And will you recognize the teapot shape among the stars near the moon on July 10th? Possibly not, unless you already know the teapot, and that's because the full moon's light will be washing the fainter stars from view. But you don't need to identify the teapot to know it's there, or to know that the teapot stars lie far beyond the July 10th moon in space. As Earth orbits the sun, our planet's night side points out on a shifting panorama of stars. It's like we're inside a moving wheel of constellations, and that wheel completes a turn once every year, except that really it's us that's moving in orbit around the sun. And that's why our night sky sweeps out this cyclic view of the stars. So we see the moon return year after year to this quiet corner of the heavens, not by chance, but by the faithful rhythms of earth and sky. And the July full moon can carry you in your imagination even further. That's because, remember, as I said at the beginning, the July full moon is located nearly in the direction to the center of our Milky Way galaxy, the huge spiral galaxy containing our sun. So, when you're standing outside moon gazing around the evenings of July 10th, remember to think beyond the moon and beyond the stars of the teapot to the heart of our Milky Way galaxy. And you might also know that our galaxy, like most large galaxies we know, contains a central supermassive black hole with some 4 million times our sun's mass. It's called Sagittarius A star. More about it another time. We're EarthSky, and I'm Deborah Byrd. Join us tomorrow when we'll be speaking with an astronomer about an extremely faint galaxy believed to be made almost entirely of dark matter. Strange, huh? One Earth, one sky, EarthSky.